Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and especially Chuck. Where's Chuck? Charles? Hi, Charles. We live in a world where our access to data seems to be almost limitless with this digital age. Charles shared with us how he approached an issue, a systemic issue about death by gunfire by looking at the data from a business perspective. Chuck, there were several things that I liked about your speech. First, you got right to the point and told us about your job as a data manager and a data analyst. You then moved on to tell us about how you were approached by someone in your community to address a systemic problem where 11,000 people got killed by gunfire in 2013. I like the structure of your speech because in your introduction, you got right to the point. As far as the quality of your delivery, you were very poised, you were very confident. Overall, you had a very smooth delivery, and I could tell that you did your research, and as a result, you were able to present it in a very confident and passionate way. I also like the message of your speech because the issue of death by gunfire, as you convinced us and persuaded us, is a very serious problem. You ended your speech with on a very optimistic note by telling us that we can approach this issue from a different perspective, from a business perspective, and you encouraged us to add more positive to the world. To me, that was my takeaway from your message. I have a couple of suggestions where I think if you could implement would make your speech even better. First, structurally, from an organizational perspective, I think it would have been helpful for you to present to us some highlights in your introduction about the 3 points, maybe 4 points, maybe 2 points that you were going to touch on. In your conclusion, same thing. If you could highlight on the 3 major points that you shared with us, that would make your speech even more memorable. My second suggestion to help add even more value to your speech would be your message. So in your message, at the conclusion of your speech, I don't remember hearing an explicit explanation of what your message would be. I felt like as I was preparing for the evaluation that I had to think a little bit harder and pull that message out. But overall, I like the passion that you used to deliver your speech. I like that you presented the speech about something that is a systemic issue in our community and that you inspired us into action. In conclusion, you gave a speech today that had a very good introduction where you got right into the point, you delivered it very smoothly, and you presented a message that was very optimistic. Congratulations.